Chris Evans is back in the MCU for Avengers Doomsday. So here we are at Cosmic Book News, and look, it's Chris Evans, Captain America. So Marvel is going back to what works, bringing back their old stars. Well, okay, but they need to be in good stories, you know? Just having your familiar faces in crap stories, oh boy, that won't go over well, no. But they do have the Russos back, so they're bringing Chris Evans back for Avengers Doomsday. Details are slim. It isn't known what role Chris Evans will play, but according to Deadline, Anthony Mackie will also be featured in Avengers Doomsday as Captain America. So he survives his Captain America 4 movie. Boy, they really spoiled that one, huh? And I'm kind of wondering, with all the reshoots, and there's probably like 4 different Captain America 4 films. Hey, 4 makes sense, huh? By now, and I'm wondering if they put in like a cameo or some sort of tease of Steve Rogers. So, will he be Steve Rogers? Well, regarding Chris Evans in the MCU, last we saw of him was the older Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame, who passed the shield to Sam. Mackie suits up as Captain America in Brave New World and all that. Recent rumors have also said Evans would be back in the MCU, possibly as a Captain variant or a new character. What if Evans joins Downey's Doom as a different character, and they are some sort of evil Avengers? Yeah, I don't know that would go over so well, but yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or it could be something of that nature, and then the evil Steve Rogers realizes the error of his ways and turns on Dr. Doom, you know, that kind of thing, and he has a heroic end. There were rumors a while back that Chris Evans would resurface in a DP series, which would follow him as Nomad as he returned the Infinity Stones. The rumor had some merit, as it was revealed the idea was actually pitched to Marvel, but for whatever reason didn't happen. Yeah, that might have been an inch, but then again, looking at the quality of the DP series, I don't know. So anyway, Evans also returned as Human Torch and Deadpool Wolverine. Yeah, I don't think he'll be doing that anymore. Besides, that was the end of that character in that movie. So, of course, the news follows the big announcement last summer at Comic-Con that Robert Downey Jr. is also returning in Avengers Doomsday, but not as Iron Man and Tony Stark, but as none other than Dr. Doom. Rumors have also offered Robert Downey Jr. could show up as Doom in next summer's Fantastic Four. There has been talk of a secret Marvel character in the film, as set footage has shown an actor being hidden from the public eye. It's claimed that Downey's Doom is from the same multiversal Earth as the Fantastic Four. So yeah, it probably is him. You know, some cameos and whatnot. The only interesting thing is, would he be the alternate Tony Stark that gets taken over by Doom? You know, kind of wondering if that would be the case. Which would mean there's some other actor to play Doom going forward, I would think. Like he gets his old body back or something like that. As for Steve Rogers, well, there's several possibilities. Yes, he could be an alternate version of Captain America. And then it would be similar to like the alternate universe version of Wolverine or Deadpool and that kind of thing. Or it could be old man Steve Rogers, and then some sort of shenanigans happens and he's rejuvenated, you know, and then goes in a blaze of glory in Secret Wars. Because I'm guessing Doomsday is not the only film he'll be in, unless they, yeah, he's just a variant and he dies heroically fighting Dr. Doom or something like that. Which means he's just there for the, hey, look, he's back, and then he's gone. I don't know. There is another possibility going with this, and I don't know if this would work, if they would need him to come back as Captain America for this to be this other character, or not. But basically, since this leads up to Secret Wars and the Beyonder, was the character that in the sequel, actually, to the original Secret Wars, came to Earth and ultimately made a copy of Captain America's body for him to have a body. And so he looked like Captain America, or Steve Rogers, rather, until he dyed his hair and gave it a perm. It was the 80s, and so he wore a like a Michael Jackson style outfit and stuff like that. And in keeping with that, it would be a totally different way to get there because they didn't do the real Secret Wars and all that. And I think the Secret Wars will be a mixture of the original Secret Wars series and then the later Jonathan Hickman version, which involved multiverse stuff and all that. But still, as a nod to it, that the Beyonder would look like Steve Rogers. And I guess they could throw it in that the Beyonder was influenced by Steve Rogers having observed the Infinity War, and that got the Beyonder's notice and all that. The Beyonder is basically, well, he's omnipotent. He's like God. He can do anything and that kind of stuff. So it could be that, you know, in an ass-backwards way, as a nod, a tribute to that element of the original Secret Wars, which did, yeah, this was in the sequel of Secret Wars, not the original 12-issue series. But nevertheless, perhaps Chris Evans would be playing the Beyonder. Another name for the Beyonder has popped up, but it's just rumor, and this is fan art of Henry Cavill, and there's the suit that the Beyonder wore. And he looks the part, you know, and I mean, I suppose they could say, oh, it was just sort of influenced by those square-jawed guys. I don't know, they don't really look alike. Unless he make a joke that he was watching Superman. Because he can see all the universes, you know. I don't know. But there's been rumors of Cavill being in talks with the MCU. And, of course, I just assumed that was grapevine stuff when ultimately it pans out that he was an alternate Wolverine in the Deadpool movie for a brief scene. Other rumors saying he might be on schedule to replace Hugh Jackman once they get to their MCU X-Men, and that he would be the new Wolverine. So I suppose that's possible. There are even rumors he could be Doctor Doom, but obviously we know now that's not true. But for him, it's pretty good art. I mean, so fan art and all that stuff, but I don't think he'll be cast as the Beyonder in this. But I'm guessing the Beyonder will be involved in all of this stuff. So I don't know. I mean, and for the overall thing, for Chris Evans to play the role, seems like that would make more sense. Since they haven't, other than Wolverine, you know, the Beyonder saw Wolverine and thought, I want to look like him, but I'll shave the sideburns too. That won't have the mutton chops or whatever. Yeah, I doubt it. No doubt, I'm sure there's been talks with him. If it's more of a role for Wolverine, then perhaps that's the deal, or some other character. But and maybe he'll be the Beyonder. I don't know. And originally, the Beyonder was just a glowing spark of light that talked. So, but anyway, definitely Chris Evans will be returning, and I suspect he'll be Captain America again in some form or fashion. But he could also, maybe it's a dual role, he could also be the Beyonder for Secret Wars.